Attention all Bloxney Cruise Line guests and crew, may I have your attention please? At this time, the Bloxney Cruise Line vessel has started embarkation procedures. The first few boarding groups may proceed to the gangway at this time. Again, the Bloxney Cruise Line vessel has begun boarding. The first several boarding groups may now board the ship at this time. Your party's key to the world cards will be outside your stateroom. Thanks for your attention.
May I have your attention please? The mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. By now, most if not all of you will have been to your designated assembly stations and checked in. However, if you have not visited your assembly station, we suggest that you make your way there now and check in immediately. Please take time to view the safety video that is now available to watch on your stateroom television. This video will demonstrate the proper method for donning your life jacket as well as supplying general safety tips to follow while on board. The general alarm signal will be given at the beginning of the safety briefing, which consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle. When the alarm is sounded, please remain in place. You are not required to wear or collect your life jacket. We ask that all remaining members of your party pay close attention to the information provided in the briefing, which is mandatory. If children in your party are checked in youth activities programming, they will remain in our care, and there is no need to pick them up. Crew members will be stationed throughout the ship should you have any additional questions. Please note that all crew services will be suspended during the safety briefing. While walking around the vessel, we ask that you take caution of slippery decks, especially around pool areas. Also be aware of raised sills and steps as you're passing through doors, especially in staterooms. Your stateroom door is designed to close automatically. Special care should be taken to keep fingers clear of the closing edge, to make certain the door latches properly. We also ask that you use handrails while walking through passageways and using stairways. For the continued comfort and safety of all our guests, we ask that all guests refrain from loud conversation and gatherings in the stairways and corridors, and to also refrain from sitting on the staircases because the stairs are evacuation routes and must be clear at all times. Once again, may I have your attention please? At the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. This will mark the start of today's safety briefing, and please pay close attention to the information provided. At this time, we ask that all crew members working in guest areas suspend services and stay in place until the end of the safety briefing. We ask that all guests also remain in place and listen for the duration of the safety briefing. If you happen to be in a location where the guest safety briefing video is broadcast on a screen, please remain in that location, listen to that announcement and follow along with the video. Once again, at the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded. If you have small children or sensitive hearing, you may want to cover your ears. Thank you. Attention all guests, this Bloxney Cruise Line vessel's mandatory safety briefing has begun. We ask that you remain where you are for the duration of this briefing. The purpose of this briefing is to provide instruction to familiarize you with our emergency procedures. In the unlikely event of an actual emergency, you will hear the general alarm, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. When you hear this signal, go immediately to your stateroom. Put on warm clothing and comfortable shoes and take all medication with you, and don your life jacket. In the event of a real emergency, please pick up your children from youth activity programming. Please bring your key to the world card, and follow the signs and directions of the designated crew to your assembly station. The blocks This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. We will be leaving the port shortly. We do plan on blowing our Bloxney whistles. If you are on the open decks, you will want to ready your recording devices. We hope you had a wonderful day at this port. We will be underway to our next port of call shortly. We do expect calm seas and smooth sailing. Thank you for your attention. May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
Smiling faces. And I see some of you have your wishing wands. Together, we can make even the biggest wishes come true. Like setting sail. Let's see what our magic can do. One's up. Repeat after me. Wishes do come true. Ready? Wishes do come true. Oh, yeah. Come on. It's time to celebrate. Hi. It's time to celebrate. Whoa. Hi there. Now put your hands up. Magic all around and I can get enough. Yeah, I can feel the love. Yeah, yeah. And then just waiting for us on the sea.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At this time, the captain has ordered all of our crew. This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. We regret to...
Watch speaking from the bridge. In 2 minutes' time, the Bloxney horn will be sounded from the forward funnel, and this will mark the exact time of 12 noon. Thank you.
Thank you.
officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. We regret to inform you that our port arrival time will be later than we expected. For those of you who have shore excursions booked with us, we have rescheduled your excursion for a later time. Please check the Bloxney Cruise Line Navigator app for more information. For those of you who are interested in booking port excursions, you may do so on the Bloxney Cruise Line Navigator app. If you have any questions at all regarding your excursions, please head to the Port Excursions desk located on Deck 4, midship. Once again, we will be arriving later than scheduled to our port of call. If you have any questions at all regarding this delay, please head to Deck 3, midship to talk to a guest services representative. Thank you for your attention. the officer off the watch speaking from the bridge. There is another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel nearby. With that being said, you may want to head to the open decks at this time to take some photos. We plan to do a horn exchange with the other ship. Again, there's another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel nearby and we plan on doing a horn exchange with them. This is a rare but memorable occurrence for all guests and crew. Thank you for your attention. officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. The Bloxney Cruise Line vessel has begun turnaround operations. To our vendors and shoreside crew, you may now begin resupplying the ship for our next voyage, and aborting luggage from this voyage. Again, vendors and shoreside crew, you may now begin resupplying the Bloxney Cruise Line vessel and aborting any luggage from this voyage. Thank you.